What's up, guys? We are back on Pokemon Showdown for part 2 of Road to Rank 1. Now, unfortunately, I heard that the ladder got reset, so I went on the ladder, and it looked like it got reset because I wasn't getting any points. It said I was at 1,000. So, I had pre-recorded episode 2. This actually should be episode 3, but I pre-recorded episode 2, and I actually deleted it after uploading it because I was figuring the ladder would get reset, so I would have to start from the bottom anyway, so why upload a useless part? But it turns out there were just glitches with the ladder, and it is back. So I got to 1916. I'm actually top 10 again in episode 2. Unfortunately, you guys won't be able to see that because I deleted it and I didn't save the video anywhere. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and go for obviously rank 1 again, but yeah, this time I'll record it. So sorry about that, guys, but thank you everybody for the continued support and the likes and comments. All appreciated. Let me just look for a battle right now, and we will pause it until I find one. So I'll be right back. We found a battle versus Skeeter Jim. Skeeter Jim. Unfortunately, this Tyranitar does not have Ice Punch. It has Fire Punch for Scizor and stuff like that, and Ferrothorn, mostly Ferrothorn, as his team kind of struggles versus Ferrothorn. So I won't be able to just set up and do work versus this game or in this game, but it shouldn't be too bad. I can actually lead off with Ferrothorn just in case he wants to lead off with Rotom Wash, as he ends up leading off with Landorus. And in all honesty, I kind of want to just go for Leech Seed, just trying to get off at immediate, that immediate 12% right away. As he'll probably just U-turn out though, or even set up rocks if he has it. I'm not sure what type of Landorus it will be. It looks more like a support Landorus, but he does have Ferrothorn though, so I'm not sure if this thing has rocks, anything along those lines. But in any case, I'm going to go right for the Leech Seed as he ends up going out to his Mawile. Mawile being a threat to this team, definitely. I don't know if he has Fire Fang or not. Most likely does because of the way he brought it in. But I really don't want to risk switching out into Keldeo just to take that. I'm thinking that Clefable is definitely a safer switch-in than Keldeo, just in case he does end up going for the Fire Fang, as he does end up doing just that. So I take that Fire Fang decently well. Gonna go right for the Moonblast just in case he wants to switch out into Talonflame. I'd rather just get off some immediate damage. Because of the Leech Seed, I'm not really as worried about this Mawile. He might also be expecting the Flamethrower, so yeah, gonna go for Moonblast just to catch that Talonflame if he doesn't end up switching into that. Don't really think he'll stay in with Mawile just because he is seeded, though I could be wrong. In any case, let me just ignore spectators. Oh my god, the Whitney avatar is not here. No, what is this? Is a lie. Laddering is a lie without Whitney. No. Where are you, Whitney? Okay, there you are. Oh, thank you. Ends up going out to Rotom Wash, most likely just scouting for that for my Flamethrower right here, but I'm just going to go right for... I do have Sword Power on this thing because it lets me beat Venusaur and Stall 1v1. It's pretty cool. And it also does well versus Unaware Clefable because Sword Power boost isn't because of your special attack. It's just... It does a lot based on the boost. So it's like 200 base power or something when it's maxed out. Something like that. But in any case, I'm just going to switch out into Ferrothorn because it means I can get up my rocks. He makes the good play though, going for the offensive momentum. Switches directly, or Volt switches out rather, directly into what's most likely Mawile because it can threaten me once again with the Fire Fang. I actually want to calc Fire Fang, deciding or debating whether or not I need to stay in with my Ferrothorn. So definitely want to calc this Fire Fang. I got Mawile because I don't want to switch out and just take. I don't want to have like Fable take any unnecessary damage. Ferrothorn. Wait, that's a Pharaoh Seed. Whoops. Some calcs I do know on the top of my head, but some of them I don't. So what is it? 180? Yeah, that sounds about right. 180. Where's the? Oh, here it is. Fire Fang. I'm sorry. It's late at night, guys. I'm tired. In any case, Fire Fang does 96 to 113, so definitely cannot stay in right here. I've already got enough damage to where Earthquake can knock him out. But in any case, I'm gonna switch out into my Clefable once again. I have already shown I switched out to Clefable, but I don't really need it as much this match as I have, since I have Excadrill as well as anything else. Like, I have Excadrill as well as Ferrothorn, so I'll be able to take on this Latios. Gonna go right for the Moonblast once again. Just trying to get off any damage on this thing, as damage is all I need to be able to do well. So, ends up going right for the Iron Head. He's able to knock me out, which is fine by me, as I can go on to my T-Tar, Mega Evolve, and Well, Landorus is most likely coming in, so I don't really want to go for Earthquake. But do I want to risk Fire Punch not knocking him out? I'm gonna Mega Evolve and go for Fire Punch, because it will get off some damage on Landorus, and that's basically all I need. Unfortunately, I don't have, like I said, Ice Punch on this one, but in any case, I get off that damage, and I get a burn, which is really unfortunate for him. It means once I set up, I'll be able to win in this match, in all honesty. He's probably just going to go right for the U-turn. Yeah, he's most likely going to want to go for U-turn. I probably could just set up a Dragon Dance right here, especially after I got that burn, and not worry about anything. But that would force in... I kind of want to go for Dragon Dance because that will force in Rotom Wash. But at the same time, I can go out to Keldeo, and Keldeo can either bait in Rotom Wash or Latios or something like that. Most likely Talonflame, and then from there I could work from there. So Talonflame and Latios are definitely his best switch-ins at this point. Getting off that burn on Landorus is huge, because it means I can set up later on for free versus that thing. Of course, burn, lowering the attack. So gonna pause it until nothing, because he ends up going out to Ferrothorn. I'm okay with this because it means I don't have to get off any damage later on. I'm just going to go right for the Secret Sword. It is Specs, so even if something resists it, it's not going to take it well at all. And I'm okay with just getting off any initial damage on this Ferrothorn, especially because it is a threat to this team. And looks like he's specially defensive, which makes sense because Manaphy is such a threat. And I'm able to knock out his Ferrothorn, so I really don't agree with that play, him just sacking Ferrothorn right there. Iron Barbs damage, Leech Seed, all of that would have been helpful later on, but, I can't pick your moves for you. So in case, now he goes out to Latios. Ferrothorn is a pretty safe switch-in for like a Psy Shock. I won't be able to eat up HP Fire after that, but don't want to risk going on to Drill. So I'm going to go on to my Ferrothorn as I guess he predicted Drill, so he pulled a double into his Landorus. Fine by me, because now I can go for my Stealth Rocks right here and get them up finally. Also, I could go for Gyro Ball, predicting the Mega Mawile, but I'd rather get up my rocks because the residual damage is going to help me out. So ends up going right for the knockoff. I'm pretty sure he has Scarf for knockoff, as he's able to get off that knockoff. And in any case, I'm pretty sure I can just go right out into T-Tar, just in case he wants to spam knockoff until he goes down. And also because at +1, T-Tar just wrecks. So you're going to go out to T-Tar, as he turns out not to be Scarf. Okay, so I played that poorly. He gets a crit. A bit unfortunate, but I can't do anything about that. And I'm actually just going to go into my Excadrill right here to take what I assume to be another Earthquake. Of course, he could just as easily go for the U-turn right there, but ends up going for the Stone Edge, misses. Not going to say it makes up for the crit or the burn that I got on him earlier, but in any case, I'm going to go right for Rock Slide, as I'll be able to knock him out, and it'll also get off some damage on his Rotom, had he choose to go out into it. Actually, I'm just going to go for Iron Head. It's more accurate. No reason to go for Rock Slide versus Rotom, but looks like I might not be able to set up a DD, but regular T-Tar can still put in work in this battle. And getting rid of Ferrothorn has a lot of leeway for my Life Orb Thunderous. I don't have Focus Blast on it, of course. Or not of course, but I don't have Focus Blast on it, so yeah, that gives me a lot of leeway with this thing. So more likely going to go out into his Rotom, and that gives me a free switch into Ferrothorn. But he ends up going out to Latios though. I guess he wants to get off a Defog. In any case, gonna go right for the Iron Head, as it'll do a hell of a lot. It won't be able to knock him out, but I'll be able to get off the Iron Head, and ends up going for Defog. I don't really know if I agree with that play right here. He probably should have broken my balloon or anything, but in any case, gonna go right for the Rock Slide, as if he makes the poor play, which is switching on to Talonflame, I'll be able to catch that, and it'll also be able to hit Rotom Wash for a nice amount of damage. So gonna want to switch out. I debating just going directly into Keldeo, but I kind of need that to sponge Sucker Punches if this thing does get to +2. So gonna go out into my Ferrothorn, as I should be able to take any hit he wants to go for. Ends up going right for the Will-O-Wisp, and I believe what I can do right here is just go for the Stealth Rocks. And if he goes out to Latios, I'll go for Stealth Rocks until I go down, because then afterwards Thunderous can just come in and go for Thunderbolt and knock him out. So I'm gonna go for my Stealth Rocks right here. He also does have Mawile that can come in, as well as Talonflame, but unless it's like bulk up Talonflame, I'm not really too worried about it. So yeah, more than likely Mawile's coming in, or Latios. I really don't see him going out into Talonflame just yet, because he'll be taking unnecessary damage from the Iron Bars. But ends up going out to Latios, and that's fine. Like I said, I'm just gonna spam Stealth Rocks until I go down. Most Latios don't pack Recover this gen, they pack Defog, 3 attacks. So I really am just gonna spam Stealth Rocks until I go down. So of course Defog is happening, and I'm just gonna pause it until basically this. Well, this is a couple turns right here. I don't know. Should I just pause it until he knocks me out, or yeah, until I go down? Because I'll go down and burn. I'll always have my rocks up. So yeah, just gonna pause it until this little thing just stops. Alright, so it turns out he does in fact have the Roost. I really was not expecting that, because most Latios don't pack it this gen. But in any case, just gonna go for the Leech Seed right here. I had to go along with, I'm not getting up my rocks this battle. I'm definitely not getting up my rocks this battle. So in any case, I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks. Once again, yeah, I'm definitely not getting up my rocks this match. That's really unfortunate that he's packing Roost. Also something I really wasn't expecting, since it's really not used. But he ends up going right for the Draco, which means I do have a free switch into my Mega Tyranitar, and if he wants to stay in and go for like Draco again, he'll give me the free Leech Seed recovery. So I'm good with just going right for the Dragon Dance right here. He's -2 because of the Draco, Leech Seeded. I get that Sand special defense boost, so I'm really not too worried. And in the back, I do have my my Thunderous in the back, basically just to seal up the game later on. So I'm able to get this recovery, and at +1 Fire Punch we'll be able to knock out this Latios. So that's going to be a dead Latios. That's one of his threats that outspeeds my Keldeo. Unfortunately, I didn't get up Rocks because he's running Roost on it. I can't get over that fact. But Fire Punch will be able to knock him out regardless. So yeah, definitely going to want to go for that right here. Also, Excadrill can put in some work, because I got off that prior damage on Rotom, as I believe 2 Rock Slides will put him in range where any attack from any other Mon will knock him out. Though Secret Sword and Thunderbolt would knock out Rotom Wash at that range anyway. So more likely going to go out into his Talonflame if he has Choice Bandit and try and go for a Brave Bird. I might actually be able to live it at this range of HP. I know it does like around 28, 25, 23, but in any case, just go right for the Stone Edge, as it is my best play, only play I can go for, as he does end up knocking me out, which is fine, because now I can go out into my Thunderous and just spam T-Bolt. I can take one Choice Banded Brave Bird, though I'm kind of expecting him to want to sack Rotom at this point, and then try and go out to Mawile and go for a Sucker Punch or something like that. So he does end up sacking Rotom, and Rotom actually ends up taking that. Wow, better than I expected. So he must be Spadef, definitely Spadef, to take 44% from a Life Orb Bolt. And in any case, I'm gonna go for the Thunderbolt one more time. Obviously, can't do anything else. I'm gonna pause it until he decides to sack his Rotom. Alright, so Rotom goes down to the second T-Bolt. He's just, I'm not trying to pause everything, but it's just taking long for the plays, the only plays he can go for. Now he ends up going out to Mawile. I'm definitely going to go out into my Excadrill, just expecting like a Sucker Punch or something along those lines. I don't need Drill. Actually, yeah, I don't need Drill as much as I need Keldeo or Keldeo / Talonflame. I mean Keldeo / Thunderous. So he ends up going for the Play Rough, predicting that switch. That's cool. You know, that's cool for him. I could switch out into Keldeo right now, obviously predicting him to want to go for Sucker Punch, but I can go for Rock Slide just in case for some reason he decides to switch out into Talonflame, which would be a poor play on his part. And what I can do is go right for the Scald, as Spec Scald will be able to knock out Mawile, and it'll also be able to knock out Talonflame if he it would be able to knock out Talonflame, which is the important part. So yeah, gonna go right for that Scald, and just gonna pause it until he decides to make a move. Alright, so I knock him out with the Scald, and oh, this game took a lot longer than I feel like it should have. Only 31 turns, but like almost 15 minutes. So now he's forced to go for Brave Bird, and his best bet is just trying to get a crit on my Thunderous, which even then he wouldn't be able to knock me out. So I'm gonna you know, sack my Keldeo obviously right here, and then Thunderous is gonna come out and finish off the game with a T-Bolt. So that was a good game. Skeeter Gym, really long. I guess Showdown's being laggy because he really wasn't taking that long between moves anyway, 10-20 seconds. But yeah, it was a pretty long move, pretty long game. But my mistake. Yeah, critical hit. Would have been able to knock me out. But in any case, I won the battle. Now I am 19-24. And let us look for another battle, because that took way too long, and I try to get a bunch of battles in this thing. So I like his team. It's really threatening. Definitely is. Gonna lead off with Tyranitar just to get up the sand, as he ends up leading off with a threat. In all honesty, I really want to switch out into my Thundurus just to take this thing on. Could be a foolish play if he goes right for Rock Blast, as it is my only resist, but either way, Close Combat does a hell of a lot. So now what I can do is, well, Life Orb Thunderbolt is probably my best play, as it'll be able to do some work, and I can probably get off a process on something. So just gonna go right for the Life Orb T-Bolt. As Kieran Black ends up coming in, I am fine with that, simply because I can go out into my actually he's probably a sub variant, but I'm gonna go out into my Ferrothorn right here, just to get on my rocks. Even though it does give him a free switch into his Heracross, he actually pulls a switch into Azumarill, probably expecting my Tyranitar to want to come in. Either way, I should be able to get on my rocks right here, as it turns out he is Choice Banded and running the superpowers. So was not expecting that, because I have not seen that in a long time. But in any case, after that I can just go out into something else. So I could save this and go out into my Clefable, which I believe I'm going to do that. So I'm going to switch out into my Clefable, as he goes for the superpower one more time. And Clefable easily baits in Scizor, so what I can do is pull a switch into my Tyranitar, just trying to catch the Scizor on the switch in. Because what Tyranitar can do is actually go for the surprise Fire Punch, which is basically what I want right here. I'm not really expecting to expect that. And unless he's running max speed on this thing, he shouldn't be able to outspeed me. So I'm going to Mega Evolve and go right for the Fire Punch, as I'm able to knock out this Scizor. And that is one threat gone from my Clefable. The next threat for Clefable is nothing. Choice Banded Azumarill, if anything. Stone Edge will be able to knock him out, but the safer play is definitely sacking my Ferrothorn right here just to get off a bit more damage, as he ends up going right for the Play Rough, which is fine because now I can go into my Thundurus, and what I can do is actually go for the T-Wave, predicting him to either want to switch out to Latios or his Kieran Black right here. So I can go for T-Wave just in case he wants to try and switch out right here. I'm really not expecting him to sack Azumarill when I do have Excadrill plus Tyranitar, but he does end up sacking his Azumarill. Unfortunately, he gets paralyzed right there. Nothing I can do about that. Just gonna go for T-Wave again, just in case he tried to pull a switch. I think it was my best play, as the yellow color works out for me because I am able to paralyze the Latios. He realized that he did not need to sack Azumarill right there, and paralyzing Latios, really nice, because I can go right for HP Ice right now, get off a hell of a lot because I get an unfortunate crit. Sorry about that, man. And he's not able to default, which is why I went for HP Ice as opposed to saving it. And you know, that really was unfortunate that that I got the process right there. But in any case, should be able to go right for Dragon Dance. He's probably gonna go for Draco in all honesty. So what I'll do is actually go for Fire Punch because it's my most accurate move, and I'll knock him out. Really unfortunate that I got that crit, but I can't do anything about that. Now this thing is a threat. This thing is a huge threat. Clefable kind of wins me the game though, and I should be able to eat up any one hit he wants to go for. But I'm not entirely sure if I want to go out to Clefable just yet. So should I risk it? Clefable can eat up a hit unless he has like Rock Blast or something like that. So goes for Close Combat. I don't take that very well at all, but it was my best bet. Going into Clefable, and gonna go right for Moonblast, as Rock Blast will not be able to knock me out with 5 hits. So down goes this huge threat. He gets a crit on the last one, though, cutting it close, as I'm able to knock out his Heracross. And looking at it, I believe Keldeo should be able to seal the game for me, or even Excadrill. I do need extra damage on the Rotom Wash though, but I should be able to get some nice damage off of this thing with basically my Keldeo. So gonna go right for the Moonblast right here, just trying to prevent any sub, as he ends up going for the Fusion Bolt, which is fine because now I can go out into my Keldeo and go right for the Specs Secret Sword, which will 2 KO everything. It'll also be able to knock out Azumarill had he gone out into it, but he ends up forfeiting right here because I believe Keldeo plus Tyranitar will win me the game. So that was a quick game, and let me just look for one more battle before I decide to end it. So this time we are playing Hyper Offense. Really cool. He does a few pretty good leads, like this Deoxys, which will be annoying. Definitely going to want to lead off with my Tyranitar though, just to get up the sand. And unfortunately, even though T-Tar does a lot of work this game, I I don't know, I really kind of just want to risk the Stone Edge right here, but I don't want to risk him having like Focus Blast or anything along those lines, because this is a hyper offensive team, yes, but that doesn't mean that this is a hazard one. It could be a superpower one, but in case, I don't really have a safe switching, but I'm gonna go for Stone Edge just in case he doesn't have superpower. He ends up going for his rocks. Get off a lot of damage on this thing, as he does turn out to be a bulky variant, and I don't want to risk him being a T-Wave, so I'm gonna go out into my Excadrill right here. Of course, I'm also risking him having superpower, but superpower wouldn't be able to knock out Excadrill anyway. Excadrill does work in this game, but I rather get off the spin as quickly as possible. So ends up going for his spikes right here. As what I can do is go right for the Iron Head just in case his Aegislash has an air balloon. I'll be able to break that, as Aegislash does end up having a balloon, and after that I can go for the Earthquake and knock him out. So I'm really not expecting him to. I'm expecting him to King Shield, and after that I'm expecting him to switch, but gonna go right for the Earthquake, as he actually ends up staying in, going for the Shadow Sneak, getting a crit on me. Bit unfortunate. That crit does ensure that I won't be able to get off a spin versus the Bisharp or something like that, but in any case, it's nice. Nice. I would have said the same thing, to be honest, but in any case, now Bisharp comes out, unfortunately stopping my Rapid Spin. I should be able to get off a Rapid Spin though versus Zard or even Thundurus though, so definitely going to want to switch out into my Keldeo just to take the predicted Sucker Punch. If he went for knockoff, that would be a pretty good play on his part, as he doesn't end up going for knockoff though. And what I can do is go right for the Secret Sword. He's more likely going to want to go out to his Deoxys, but at that range of HP, Spec Secret Sword will be able to knock him out. Ends up staying in though, sacking his priority. Don't really know how much I agree with that, because Bisharp was a threat to my team. But in any case, now he's going to go out to Zard. I should be able to go out into my Tyranitar and set up the Sand, which will ensure that I can either get off a spin or either eat up his attack as well. So ends up going right for the Dragon Dance, making him a threat. As now what I can do is go right for Stone Edge if I do end up living this Dragon Claw, which I do. That's kind of unfortunate though, because I would have rather been able to get off a spin, but I'll be able to get off a spin anyway versus any one of his threats. So ends up going out to his Deoxys Speed. Gonna go for Dragon Dance. I'm just trying to basically well, I want to bait the taunt, so yeah, I'm gonna go for Dragon Dance, just trying to bait the taunt. That was kind of a stupid play on my part, in all honesty. I don't know why I went for Dragon Dance right there. Should have just went for Earthquake, but no, I know why, because I want to bring him down to where I can go for Rapid Spin anyway with my Excadrill. So I'm gonna go out to my Excadrill. I'm kind of expecting him to want to taunt right here, as he isn't going for Spike, so I guess he doesn't care if he just doesn't care. So I'm gonna go for the Rapid Spin right here. DD Dragonite isn't really looking like a threat because I do have Clefable at full HP, so I'm gonna be able to get off this Rapid Spin, which will definitely be helpful, as he's just gonna continuously go for spikes. But unless he has an attacking move, he's not gonna be able to knock me out. So I'm gonna go for the I don't think T-Tar can live spikes damage, but he ends up having a knockoff, which I'm able to survive, and now I'll be able to go out into my T-Tar and just set up the Sand once again, as I'm expecting him to want to go for knockoff again, and Tyranitar getting up the Sand will be nice, but he predicts that very nicely, and ends up going for Stealth Rocks, which is fine by me, because I do have my own Thundurus to take on this his Thundurus. So right here, just gonna go right for the accurate Fire Punch, as it's my best play that I can go for, as he ends up going for the Thunderbolt. And what I can do is just go right for my Stealth Rocks. I want to be able to weaken this Dragonite as it comes in. He might have Focus Blast or Superpower, but Superpower is not going to do any damage to me at all, and I'm able to get up my rocks and just break this thing's multi-scale. So now what I can do is just spam Gyro Ball because of his -1 attack. That'll do a lot to him, especially because of his speed. It actually knocks him out, and all he has left is his Dragonite. If he tries to Dragon Dance up, he's in a bad situation because of Gyro Balls, so I think his best bet is either going for the Fire Punch. But as I'm trying to Dragon Dance up, as I'm able to go for the Gyro Ball, and now he's not able to knock me out with the Earthquake. I guess he's not packing Fire Punch, and I'm able to take him down. So that's a good game. I am now 1955, 25 minutes in. Where am I on the ladder? 1955 is number 8. So climbing the ladder, guys, almost to the top. Not quite there yet. I hope you guys all enjoyed episode 2. I know battle number 1 was kind of slow paced, so apologize about that. Can't do anything though. Leave a like, leave a comment if you enjoyed. Stay tuned for part 3 whenever that goes up. And until next time, guys, later.